How to set up Visual Studio Code for Unreal Engine. First, we will need to install Visual Studio Code. You can download the installer from the official Visual Studio Code website. Open the installer and go through the various prompts in the installer on your own to install Visual Studio Code. But Visual Studio Code is just a code editor. It doesn't actually compile C++ on its own, so we also need to install the Visual Studio build tools from the official Visual Studio website under where it says All Downloads, Tools for Visual Studio. If you already have the full Visual Studio IDE installed though, then you can skip this step. Open up the freshly downloaded Visual Studio installer, and from here you can select what workloads and individual components you want to include with your MS Build Tools installation. All we need is the desktop development with C++ workload, so select that and click install. This could take a while, so please like and subscribe. Pause the video and come back when this is done. After the build tools have finished installing, let's make a new C++ project from the Unreal Engine editor. Any template works, but I'm going to use the third-person template. The project should have opened up automatically in the Unreal Engine editor and in the default code editor, which as you can see for me is not Visual Studio Code. To fix this, open your project in Unreal Engine, go to Edit, Editor Preferences, and from here, General, Source Code, change the default source code editor to Visual Studio Code. Don't forget to restart the editor to apply the new settings. Now in the directory where your Unreal C++ project is located, we need what's called a Visual Studio Code workspace file, which right now is missing. To get one, we can either right-click this U project file and select Generate Visual Studio Project Files, or go to the editor, select Tools, and click Generate Visual Studio Code Project. Once you have this code workspace file, open it up to view your project's files in Visual Studio Code. Now we need to install some extensions for VSCode to make it easier to write, navigate, and debug Unreal C++ code. So go to View, Extensions, or click this Extensions button here on the left and look up C/C++ Extension Pack, select the top result by Microsoft, and click Install. The other extension we need is the C# extension, also by Microsoft, so go ahead and install that one too. Now I understand that the docs talk about setting up IntelliSense for VS Code, but you shouldn't have to do anything extra to enable IntelliSense. To double check that we have IntelliSense enabled, just go to any C++ file. I'm going to choose my project's character class and start typing any Unreal Engine variable type like fvector without typing in the full name to see if the autocomplete suggestions come up. If they don't come up like you see on my screen, then make sure that IntelliSense has finished parsing the files in the workspace, which you can see down here in the status bar. Make sure the language is C++ too. If you don't see IntelliSense when hovering over the squiggly brackets to the left of C++, then go to your .VSCode C CPP properties JSON file and make sure the IntelliSense mode is set to VSVC x64 if you are on Windows, and that the CPP standard is set correctly. C++ 20 or 17 should be okay. You'll notice I have two configurations in this file, but they're exactly the same. Just make sure that one of these is actually being used by going back down to the status bar and clicking on this configuration name to the left of the bell icon. If your IntelliSense still isn't working, then try resetting your IntelliSense data by pressing Ctrl-Shift-P to open the command palette and type Reset IntelliSense Database. Select the C++ option as a last-ditch resort, wait for the indexing of the files to finish, and comment down below if you are still not seeing autocomplete suggestions when writing code. If you want some useful VS Code settings that I recommend that aren't in the Epic Games docs that will make your life easier, head over to this settings.json file linked in the description, copy the contents of the file, go back to VS Code, press Ctrl-Shift-P, look up Open User Settings, select the JSON option, paste the contents of that file here, and save by pressing Ctrl-S. To close the video, let's actually run a debug session of the project in the editor from Visual Studio Code. So close the existing editor instance of the project, go back to VS Code and either press Ctrl-Shift-D or click on this run button here on the top left, and by where it says run and debug, select the editor development configuration for your project and then either press F5 or click this green arrow button. At the moment, only this configuration and the debug game editor configuration will work. While we're here, let's test that we can actually make and apply code changes to our project. I'm going to modify my character class so that the movement is much slower. Save the changes, go back to Unreal Engine, and press Ctrl Alt F11 to compile the changes. Note that you don't need a debug session for this. But play the game and you'll notice my character moves slow. If pressing Ctrl Shift F11 did nothing, then that means you probably have live coding disabled, so make sure that it is enabled in your editor preferences. And the whole point of running a debug session from VS Code is to step through lines of code with breakpoints. Let's quickly add a breakpoint to the engine implementation of the jump method. By right-clicking where it says jump, go to definition, and clicking on the column to the left of one of the line numbers in the jump method. Note that you need your Unreal Engine installation to include editor symbols for debugging to set breakpoints in engine code. If you built the engine from source, then you don't have to worry about this, and you don't need this if you only want to step through project code. But if I do a split screen between VS Code and Unreal using the Windows and arrow keys and play the game, when I try to jump, the game pauses because the breakpoint has been hit. I can hit this blue arrow button or press F5 in VS Code to resume gameplay, and I can click this red dot breakpoint we set earlier to remove it, go back to my game, and play it like normal again. And that's pretty much it. Let's press Shift F5 or click the red square in Visual Studio Code to end this debug session. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Join our Discord server, follow us on our other social media pages, and support the channel like our higher tier patrons and Lucas Moskin and Morgan Heineman. Have a nice day.